Hey, hello there, and welcome to the top 10 PlayStation 1 games that deserve to be remastered. Over the past few months, we've seen Crash Bandicoot, Resident Evil, and Spyro the Dragon get remasters. These are ranked in the order I'd like to see them. I have not included games that have already been remastered or that are currently being remastered. Let's go! Number 10. Harp Darkness. In 1998, we got to play as Andy who's looking to rescue his dog, Whiskey, from shadow-like creatures. Andy has nyctophobia, which is a fear of the dark. With the aid of a plasma cannon, Andy is able to kill these creatures. It's the first game I had that required more than one disc to complete the game. Unfortunately, this game isn't that well known, in which a remaster or a re-release would allow more gamers to experience it. Number 9. Hogs of War. Released in 2000, Hogs of War was a comical, tactical, turn-based game in which you played as pigs in a war. The 6 playable nations were Tommy's Trotters, Garlic Grunts, Sauerkrauts, Uncle Ham's Hogs, Perestroika, and Sushi Swine. These represented the UK, Germany, France, Russia, Japan, and the USA. The game took the player through 5 regions: Hogshead, Sostria, Trottsville, Beliopolis, and Astria. When I think back to my childhood, this game absolutely took up a large chunk of my time. Nostalgia. A remaster would absolutely be appreciated. Number 8. Legend of Dragoon. This role-playing game was released in 1997. As with most games on this list, Legend of Dragoon is considered to be one of the best PlayStation 1 games. It had stunning visuals for its time and an amazing soundtrack to go with it. The story follows Darkfeld, who embarks on his adventure after his village is destroyed. On his way, he picks up a party of people who aid him on his journey. This game deserves a remaster. Please give it to us. Number 7. Muppet Monster Adventure. In 2000, we were given this masterpiece. I have to admit, this is one of my personal favourite PlayStation games. You play as Kermit's nephew, Robin, who uses a glove that takes away evil from creatures. Using this glove, he can save his fellow Muppets from being monsters. The game features multiple levels and power-ups that are needed to get all of the collectibles. This game feels similar to Crash Bandicoot mixed with Banjo-Kazooie. I'd highly recommend trying it if you've never played it before. Number 6. Croc, Legend of the Gorgos. Released in 1997, it featured the character Croc on his adventure through Gobo Valley to rescue the adorable creatures known as Gobos from the evil Baron Dante. Each level had collectibles and things to find. Hitting the gong at the end of each level while knowing you had collected everything possible was the best feeling. On top of this, the soundtrack was so uplifting and memorable. This game absolutely deserves a remaster, and if we're lucky, hopefully the sequel will get one too. Number 5. Silent Hill. In 1999, we got to play as Henry Mason, who is searching for his adopted daughter in the eerie town of Silent Hill. Due to limitations of the PlayStation 1, heavy fog was used to deal with rendering issues. The fog did become a major part of the game and for the films to follow. If a remaster was created, would the fog be kept? This game also featured 5 endings, including the joke ending. Silent Hill is considered by many to be the greatest video game ever created. I would say that it is one of the best psychological horror games. As Silent Hill has similar properties to the original Resident Evil games, I'd like to say that it is a high possibility for a remaster. Number 4. Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross was released in Japan in 1999 and North America in 2000. The successor to the 1995 game Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross follows a teenager's search who falls into an alternate world in which he died as a child. This leads him to attempt to save the world with the help of Kid, Lynx, and multiple other characters which are obtainable throughout the world. Again, this is another game in which not a lot of people have heard about, and so a remaster would help give it the recognition it deserves. Number 3. Metal Gear Solid. Again, considered one of the best PlayStation 1 games, Metal Gear Solid was a main component in the creation of the stealth genre. With many sequels and now Solid Snake being crossed over to the Smash Bros. Game, this franchise has left a mark. In 1998, we got to infiltrate a nuclear factory with the help of Colonel Roy Campbell. The aim of the game is to be as stealthy as possible while using infrared goggles, distracting guards, and hiding in cardboard boxes. I'd love to play this game again. That's why we deserve a remaster. Number 2. The first 3 Tomb Raider games. Okay, so I know this is 3 games, but with Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, they came out in 3s as well, and I think this would be incredible. Released in the years in 1996, 1997 and 1998, these games were different to anything we'd seen already. Although Anniversary was a rough remake of Tomb Raider 1, it was still not an exact remake. It was rumoured that the company Realtek VR were in the process of remastering these games but cancelled it due to wanting to work on more VR projects. From recovering the Scion, fighting a dragon, to exploring the Nevada desert, these games have so many memorable moments. A highlight of my childhood was in Tomb Raider 2, going into the kitchen in Croc Manor, having the butler follow me into the freezer and then locking him in there. I'm sure I wasn't the only one. Moving on. These games truly were a pinnacle in the success of the original PlayStation, and although we've already had many more Tomb Raider games created, these to me were the best. Number 1. Crash Team Racing. In 1999, this magnificent game was released. Okay, so as much as I love the original Crash trilogy, Crash Team Racing was an essential game in my PlayStation 1 collection. It allowed you to play as 15 characters including Crash, Coco and Dr. Cortez. The inhabitants of Earth are threatened by the alien nitrous oxide, who threatens to turn Earth into a concrete parking lot and enslave all humanity unless he races against Earth's fastest racer. The game features challenging levels with trophies, boss keys, relics, gems, and the letters C, T, and R to collect on every level. The game received good reviews, getting an 8.4 from GameSpot and an 8.5 from IGN. To say this game was frustrating is an understatement, but it was still one of the best. It's definitely one for the completionists amongst you. Well, there you have it. I did get very distracted making this episode. Looking through these games brought back a lot of nostalgia, and I hope it did for you too. Do you agree with these games on the list? Did I miss anything, or do you agree with the order? Be sure to let me know down below. And if you want to keep up to date with my content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Bye!